Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a mod for the Wentworth DT40L. For this mod, it does not matter which version of the vehicle you choose. You can choose whichever one you want, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the part selector, and you're going to go to frame, and you're going to choose the articulated frame, and that's how you get the mod. So if you're an articulate person, you know what an articulated frame is. If you're a WhyBeAre like me, you just think of this as a bendy bus, because that's what it is. It's a bus that bends. So let me go ahead and drive this around a bit so you can see the bending in action. Kind of debating though, do I want to be way zoomed out so you can see the difference in the way the front and the rear of the bus is, or do I want to zoom in on the bendy part? I think we'll do a little bit of both. So this is just first some driving so you can see how much the bus can bend, and we're going to go back and forth for no real reason, just to show off that it bends. Like what if we try to drift this corner right here? Yeah, maximum bend. You can see it doesn't bend that much when you try to drift it because you just kind of come to a stop because it's so heavy. This thing is heavier than a normal bus because it's longer than a normal bus. But luckily, the regular engine is still fine for this. So there's a big corner right there, a big bend. Oh, that was not good. I was so distracted looking at the bend. I didn't look at where I was driving, and I just drove right up on the median right there. That was great. Okay, reset. And let's get this again. This time we're going to focus on the bendy bit so you can see what it looks like when it bends, because it does have a nice little animation to it where it like extends and retracts. I'll wait until this first corner so you can see it right here. So we're going to go to the right so you'll see it extending. Looking pretty neat right there. And then it kind of contracts as it goes back in. And then we'll do the opposite. We'll go to the other direction and you'll see the other side once we get to a corner. Uh-oh. I think we might need an engine upgrade. This is the city bus, but it's struggling. 9 miles per hour. I would hate being stuck behind them. Like, oh my goodness. It's actually slowing down. Please, bendy bus, don't do this to me. Red light too. Like I care. Okay, so we're finally at the next corner. And we're going to go to the right this time so you can see it contracting in the corner. There we go. And I'm not looking at all where I'm going. But thankfully, we didn't crash into anything too badly. So there's a nice little animation to it right there. And now we got the downhill. It's time for max speed right here. We're going to see what happens to the bendy bus when you crash into something at, well, over 50 miles per hour. And let's see how fast it can go at the end of this. This is a long straightaway right here. We're going 60. And I like how you can see the two parts of the bus are like bouncing at different rates as it bounces. Yep, you can see it right there. Like the rear bounced after the front. All right, here we go. Impact. 75 miles per hour is going to be the speed here. I'm mostly watching what happens to the bendy bit on impact. Oh, we're actually going to make it under that. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought we would hit it. Oh, we are hitting it. Oh, this is an awkward crash. Like the bus is just tall enough where it hits its roof. And the bendy bit is compressing. Oh, the camera is freaking out though. I gotta just use the camera separately. So it's compressing a lot, and it's kind of, one half is slightly disappeared, the other half is still there. So basically when you crash, the bendy bit kind of breaks, I guess. That's the best way to describe that. It doesn't know what's going on anymore. It just kind of does that. Okay then. That was such an awkward crash though. I don't know if it affected the way the front of the bus crashed or not by having the bendy bit, so we just gotta try again. We just gotta make sure the next crash is a little bit more normal than that one. And we're not moving yet because the bus is a little bit stuck in the ground, but it's free now, and going in this direction looks interesting. This looks like a really curvy area that should be perfect for testing the bendy bits. First corner, oh, going a little far out, but it made it. Second corner, I'm gonna cut this thing in the inside just a bit because I'm a little concerned about it making it, but it made it. And we're going to just crash right into that. It's going to be a little bit slower than last time, but it should be another good chance to analyze the bendy bit. This time we'll do 16 times slow-mo, and again, the camera is freaking out here. So the bendy bit, again, kind of just disappeared under impact. And there's really not much to look at, but we can look at the way the regular bus crashed, and it looks like the bendy bit does not have a hugely significant impact on the structure of the front and rear parts of the bus. The other crash was just really awkward. And the regular bus would probably look pretty similar in that kind of situation. Anyways, back to accelerating. Let's try something fun. Are there any seats on the interior in the back? Let's see. There we go. Oh my goodness. I can't even really see where I'm going, unfortunately. Oh, but you can see the bus as it churns. Oh, that feels really weird to drive. This is the weirdest feeling thing I've ever driven, and we're going up the hill that takes 10 minutes to climb. Oh, that was just, yeah, we're at the very back of the bus. I'm sure that makes it feel as weird as it possibly can. All I see is sky in front of me, unfortunately, right now. I can't tell what in the world's going on. I mean, we could zoom in a little bit to kind of make it like we were sitting in a closer seat. Might make it a little bit easier while still being able to see the bends of the bus. We're going 9 miles per hour, apparently, still. I guess we could try turning right about. Oh, goodness. I can't see a thing. The camera's too zoomed in. I made a mistake. I can't tell what's going on. Actually, zooming out does not help. Okay, we are going to hit that tree. How does a bendy bus back up? Poorly. There we go. And nope. We're still hitting the tree. I thought we cleared it. Okay, go back up again. This time, third time's a charm. Okay. That just feels so weird. All right, there's a corner. Go. Am I going to make it? I think so. I think we did it this time. Whoa, getting close to that light, though. This is this. Oh, my goodness. I can't explain this. It feels like you're a passenger almost because it's so distant from the cab, but at the same time, you know you're in control. Oh, that is just the weirdest feeling to be controlling it from back here. All right, up the hill again. Here we go. It's going to take forever. Let's not do that. That was going to take forever. How about we try out this camera angle where you could really see the bendy bit doing the bendies. All right, we got to move the camera a little bit to really see the inside there, which makes it a little bit more awkward to drive if it wasn't awkward enough. It's got to make sure I don't crash. So I think there's a corner right here-ish. So let's look at the bendy bits. Oh, okay, it feels just as bad from here. I thought maybe since we'd be closer to the bendy part, it might be a little bit easier. Nope. It's just as bad. Except I think this is even worse, actually. Because I have 0 front visibility. The other one I at least had a little bit, but this one, the seats are blocking pretty much the entire windshield. So I'm driving basically using only the left and right windows, and that's it. You ever see anybody driving with a blocked out windshield? Yeah, there's a good reason they don't. Because I may or may not have crashed 18 times so far. I genuinely have no idea if I've been crashing or not because I can't see what's happening. Like right there, okay, I think I probably crashed because I don't think the bus could turn that tightly. But that one is really obvious. I'm sure there is some where I lightly scraped something and it was less obvious. Like right there, I'm not sure if I scraped it or if I just churned really tight and it just kind of jiggled it. That time I definitely hit it. What I want to do though is I want to go ahead and do a crash from the inside here so we can see what it looks like from an interior perspective on the bendy bits. And there should be a wall coming up any moment now. Okay, I can see it right there. We're lined up, ready to go, and we're going to use a bit of slow-mo here. Only about, let's do 8 times slow-mo and watch what happens. Interesting. Like, it almost looks like it's glitching, but it's not because it's so repetitive. How's the rest of the bus look, though? Back looks fine, and the front looks fine as well. Let's go ahead and get back to the outside of this thing because there's another thing I want to do. I want to crash into the side of the bendy bit and see what happens. I don't think it could split it in half or anything. But I do want to see if we put a lot of force into it, what happens to the bus? I'm assuming it'll still be drivable to some extent, so I'm interested to see how drivable. But I think the best thing to hit a bus with would be another bus with a wedge attached to it, so we can really just destroy that center as much as we possibly can, hopefully. So I'm going to try to do like a little bit of a 90-degree maneuver right here, and this is not going to work out. As long as we don't crash, that's okay. We did not crash, I don't think. I mean, this bus is so big, I might have crashed with the rear end and didn't even notice it. So forward and then back it up, and it should hopefully back up pretty straight, I'm thinking. Oh, why is the game lagging right there? That was weird. And perfect. That looks like a good spot to smash into it. So now we're going to go ahead and grab another bus, and for as much fun as possible, we got to use the hero version with the booster, so we just demolish this bus, and we spawned inside of it. That's not good. Let's go ahead and bring this thing back up, and oh, it lagged again. That was weird. Why is it doing that all of a sudden? Anyways, we'll bring this one up to here. We'll make sure this one's fresh just in case spawning the other bus messed it up a little bit. And then we got to add the wedge to this one. So we're going to go to the parts menu. We're going to go to frame, front bumper, and we want to put the ram plow on it. I'm just calling it the wedge because, well, that's what it looks like. It's a giant wedge strapped to the front of it. So this thing should be able to go pretty fast. I just got to keep it on a straight line. And with the bumps and stuff, we might accidentally fly. So I don't want to turbo too much. 100 miles per hour is probably more than fast enough. And that is lined up pretty well. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good for the fact that I was flying through the air. So you got a nice camera angle on this to hopefully be able to see it real clearly. And the wedge will go in between it. It is going right in between it. It's kind of hard to see anything because we got blocks on both sides. What if you use like the above camera view? That kind of works. Like the wedge just kind of got eaten by the other bus. It's sticking out the edge just a little bit there. And we'll go ahead and speed this up. And look at that extension of the bendy part. That is some serious extension going on right there. Didn't even know it could extend that much, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and remove that one so we can just focus on that extended part. It got mangled, that's for sure. Can't really see much else, so we'll reset it as well. It does suck that this thing doesn't appear to have the Jada rocket option though, because if you go to this one, you can find it pretty easily. You go to frame, then you're gonna go to body, and then you look at body accessory, you got the Jada liquid fuel rockets. And if we go to this one, we're gonna go to the same location, so we go to frame, and then we're gonna go to articulated body, which is pretty much the same thing. And then looking through here, I don't see that option. So unless it's under a different location, it just doesn't appear to have it, unfortunately, which I was kind of sad about, because with this extra weight, it really would be nice to have a Jada rocket equipped. And right there, that's a cool look at the bus, because you get to see the front is at a completely different angle than the bottom as it tries to catch up with me. Like, the steeper the thing we can drive on, the better, and I want to try driving up that. This is not going to work at all. I got to try it. I don't even know how to get into there without crashing. We got to do a little bit of a loop around as close as we can to that wall without hitting it. Oh, that's pretty good, but it's still not enough. I am coming at such an awkward angle. All right, back it up. Hold on. We're going to just go ahead and... The way this thing backs up trips me out. Like, I am full steering to the left, and it's just, like, strafing almost. I don't know how it does it. It's magic. It's pure magic. Oh, can it even fit? It's so tall. It can't. It's too tall. Oh, I'm sad. I really wanted to see it try to go through there. Look, it simply do not fit. Can we remove the roof then? Because I still want to try this. Let's see. We're going to go to the frame. We're going to go to body. And we can remove the roof on the other one. So we should be able to remove the roof on this one, right? Right? Come on. Please work? Yes! Oh, look how jiggly that thing is. It is not made to have no roof. It's dancing with excitement, though, because it knows what it's getting to do, hopefully. No! It's still too tall. It's just barely too tall still. All right, well, get your roof back on then. It's pretty neat, though. If you want to change the looks, you don't have to, like, choose one and then reset everything. It keeps the setup you have. So if we choose one with the zebra colors, where it has a zebra on the outside, zebra on the inside, it'll still have it when we go to the articulated frame. So we're going to go ahead and click it right quick and wait for it to load up, because it takes a while because there's so much bus. And there we go. You see, it looks just like the one we just had, but it's the articulated version. So let's go ahead and try to get out of here. Easier said than done. And I got to do a real big 180 right here. I think it'll make it. Come on. Oh, it's going to be close, isn't it? Churn cider. All right, now turn the other way. And don't hit that. Oh, don't hit it. Don't hit it. Don't hit it. Yes, we didn't hit it. Stinking fire hydrants. Actually, though, for what I want to do next, I want to go ahead and get the bigger engine turbocharger real quickly, because I need to be going pretty fast for this next thing. What I want to do is I want to try to stretch out the bendy bit as far as it'll stretch out. So I need to get this thing up to a high speed, and then I'm just going to grab the rear end and hold it in place, and hopefully the front will keep going for a little bit and stretch it out as far as it'll go, because I don't it will ever break based on my testing, but it can stretch a decent amount. I don't know if it's going to stretch significantly more than what we've seen before, but this should show basically the maximum stretch. Technically, we could stretch it more by doing a similar thing off of like Brutal Slope or something. If this is disappointing, we can definitely do that, but I figure we'll try it at a more reasonable speed before going to the crazy extremes. So we're probably going to be going in the mid-50s, maybe 60 miles per hour. It depends how good this thing is able to pull. We're going to go straight on the bridge, and then I'll wait for 55 miles per hour until I get bored. Whichever comes first. So we're at 54, and we'll probably try to stay in the light right here to make it a little bit easier. Try not to lose speed the way I maneuver, though. And we're not hitting 55, and we're still not hitting 55, so let's go ahead and rip this thing's rear off, which will hopefully extend the bendy bits. And I have no idea why I like saying bendy bits so much. It's just a fun word to say. Just like bendy bus. They're both BB words. They start with B. It's like BBC, the British Broadcasting Channel, who will come and make you pay money if you simply own a TV. So rude. Anyways, I'm looking at the stretch here. Unfortunately, it's not that impressive. I was hoping for it to stretch out a little bit more. That's about how much it stretches when you go around a corner, it seems like. Maybe a bit more than that. So yeah, we probably will bring this to Brutal Slope, but what if we grab the front and then pull it forward? Will anything happen from that? So I'm just going to grab the node over there, and is it going to extend anymore? Nah, not really, and I'm just going to make a mess of things by doing this, right? Yep, don't do that. Yeah, I have no idea how that could happen, so whatever. Right now, I want to focus on things that could actually happen, or at least are more realistic than trying to tear a bus in half. For example, if we go around a corner tight enough, can we have it where the front clears it and then the rear crashes into the obstacle? Because if I was the driver of this, I could totally see that happening to me. So we need to find an obstacle to try this on, and I think that signal pole right there should be perfect. So we're going to try to go real close to this thing, but not actually hit it. So like, just like that. And then, yes, the inside of that part did crash into it. And more importantly, I just put the bus up on a cliff, basically. Can we pull it off, or is it stuck? Well, it is stuck, but you see though, so you can crash just the rear half of the bus if you are very careless. It wasn't that big of a movement though. It wasn't like it was a whole 3 feet off of where I was. It was only maybe a foot or two at most. Seemed like, because I was pretty close to that thing from the start. Anyways, how about we do some more things that could possibly happen? Same idea, but a little bit faster. We're going to do a little bit of a swerving maneuver. Swerve left, and then right, and did it hit? Oh, it was clear that time. So yeah, you have to also be going pretty slow for it to be able to articulate enough for it to actually crash into the obstacle. And we're going to go ahead and go this way. The red signs mean do go this way. It says do, and then some word I don't believe in, enter. And then it has another word I don't believe in, and way. So it's the do enter way. Yes, it sounds really weird. It's just like how they paint words on the highway and they do it backwards. So it'll be like clear keep, and you're some medieval knight who has to go clear the keep or some nonsense like that. I don't know. But it really just means keep clear. Anyways, I want to try something. How close can we get the two bendy sections? I don't know if reverse is going to be better than forward or what here. Okay, reverse seems like that doesn't really work because it's getting pulled as you're trying to push with the front. So maybe we'll try it in forward and then reverse. And then forward. I think we're kind of at the max of what you can normally do right there. I don't think it's going to do much more than that because when you accelerate, it just kind of straightens itself out a little bit. So here's a really dumb idea. What if we would have tried to do some node grabber nonsense here? So we're just going to grab the front of the bus, and then I'm going to try to attach the front of the bus to the rear of the bus, and hopefully it'll just clamp onto itself and have something interesting happen. So we'll speed it up, and that wasn't the front of the bus. That was the mirror. It just went, it's gone. I don't know where it went anymore. Try that again then. We're going to go grab the front of the bus, attach it to the rear. I don't know if this will actually work. Maybe that just doesn't work. Well, I mean, it's doing something. I grabbed the right part though, because you can see the bus kind of got damaged. So we'll just do this in real time and just pull it towards it then, since it doesn't seem like that will work. And maybe we'll try attaching it now that it's moved a little bit and we're doing it in real time. I don't know, because I can only pull it so much because the rear end wants to move as well. So that's probably my best option, is just doing that. And I think, yeah, that's going to be as good as it's going to get. So that's a pretty solid 90-degree angle on the thing. So that's a pretty good amount of bend if you ask me. First thing I want to try is the same test we did earlier, but this time it's going to be a little bit more interesting. For this one, we'll go with the hero because it doesn't really matter which one you use. It's just the hero looks cool, so we'll say, give me the hero. And we'll put the articulating frame on this one, and then you'll notice the Jada rockets, they do disappear. Like if they were still here, I'd be really confused, but that's one of the first things I did to check to see if the Jada rockets would reappear is if I use this one as the base. Anyways, here we go down the hill, and it does an excellent job of maneuvering to the hill, and ooh, that is some good bend right there. All right. Anyways, full speed ahead. Not that ramp. Ooh, just barely cleared it. We got over rev risk. That's fine. I want to over rev it then. Let's let it, oh, I can't actually just clutch in because it's automatic, so it's going to just blow itself up. That's okay. We're so long. I don't think it'll affect me. All right, we're going to do 200 miles per hour. Slow motion engage, and then we're going to just grab the rear and do the same thing we did last time. So I'll say, give me that, and I'll put it right there. That's not actually the rear. Try that again. Give me that. Is that the engine or the rear? Let's see what happens to the front here. Is it pulling the engine out? Yes, it's pulling the engine out. Well, it was broken anyways, I guess. Eventually, I'm going to actually grab a part of the bus. That one has to be a part of the bus, right? Right? Sort of? It's just stretching harder. Like, it's not doing what I expected where the bendy part would stretch. The bus is just stretching because the bendy part's too strong. There's a little bit of... Oh, yeah, okay. Something's happening now. But it shows the bendy part is way stronger than I was giving it credit for, to be honest with you. I figured it would really kind of stretch out or glitch out or something here. Nah. It stopped the bus going 200 miles per hour. And yeah, it did stretch out, but it's not like it's a terrible, ugly stretch out for what it just went through. Look at the rear of the bus. Look what happened to it. It is, well, I don't even really know what happened with the engine and all that. It's just kind of, the engine became flat. So bring it back up, and then we're going to go ahead and try to do a big crash with this thing and see how far it crumples down. Hopefully I can maneuver to the location from here because I don't feel like backing this thing up because it doesn't back up very fast. I gotta avoid that ramp. That was another good, like, bend right there as it flew up in the air in the rear end. It'd be funny, actually, if we went on a jump and then stopped halfway through and had half the bus hanging off. I should try that at Leap of Death after this. Alright, engine's breaking apart. Don't care. As long as I can get to the damaged locations. It looks like we're going to be good for that. Target acquired. 230-ish miles per hour. 240-ish miles per hour. I know the camera freaks out on some collisions, so we're going to do this by hand. Like a pretty decent spot for the vehicle to crash. Speed it up just until impact. There we go. 100 times slow-mo active. And crash. How much will it crash? Well, the front half is gone. I noticed the second half really doesn't get damaged when you hit the front half until it actually hits the wall as well because the front half is crunched so hard. That's amazing. It really did crunch because that's like double the size of a normal bus, yet it crunches down to the same amount of space basically. Wow. A little bit of a fireball as well. That is a absolutely destroyed bus. Okay. On to the final test, which is a leap of death that we're not actually going to really jump off of. And I don't think I'm going to put the bus up here. I think it'll just make a huge disaster. We're going to drive this down the hill, and we're going to be going off of the ramp at like 10 miles per hour because that's the situation we're in. That's what'll work. I don't think it'll work any other way. So we'll get the regular bus, and then we're going to go ahead and swap it once again. And I'm doing this one too because I like the paint job. Call me American, but I like American paint jobs. I'm simple like that. It has the same paint job on both ones. It's not like a different paint job. So I assume if you have a mod that has like custom paint jobs, it'll work on this one as well. I didn't actually test it because I'm not really interested in those kinds of mods because they're not like good for videos because like you don't need a video for a skin. You just need a picture and the picture tells you all you need to know. And the articulation. Ooh, that is some good articulating. Uh-oh, but we ran out of speed right here and I can't seem to drive myself down this thing. It's kind of like a dramatic look right there though as it's half off the cliff right there. All right, pull it. Pull, and stop. Ooh, that's some articulation. This is the episode where WhyBeAre discovers he really likes articulation. I can't actually accelerate it, unfortunately, but you can tell all the power is just going to the rear wheels. They're the only ones that are spinning. Wait a minute. What if we do something with the differentials? Nah, that doesn't change nothing. Good articulation, though. I don't think it's going to actually drive off the ramp, but if you guys were really, like, looking forward to see it fall down leap of death, well, we can still do that. We just gotta do it like this really slowly. This is gonna be one of the slowest leap of deaths we've done in a long time. So I'm probably gonna full speed this whole thing. Just because it makes sense. When it's already slow, you don't need to slow it down as much. Hoping it kind of like flies like a boomerang. Yeah, like that. There you go. Boomerang! Oh, that went awkward. The whole bus just went smoosh straight down flat. Okay, I think the up and down strength of the bus is significantly weakened from the missing center section. Forward and side to side impacts and all that, not as bad as that one. It didn't seem like we hit that hard and it was just paper thin all of a sudden. We nearing the ground yet? Yep. No, we are still quite a ways away and you can't tell what's going on already. Is that the front or the rear of the bus? I don't know. Both at the same time, probably. There we go. We are now down to the bottom with my flat bus. And you know what? I'm having a little bit of fun with this thing. How about we finish up with one more jumping thing?